broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Sheds off the tackle. LaShawn McCoy off to
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Nice footwork by McCoy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Chicago! Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 20. Five-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. For the sake of
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bears.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff looking right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Byron Murphy.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the move to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Bears 21, Eagles 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here. They're being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. These two teams all tied after one.
Score all tied.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And a give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end commit. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light.
Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 38. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Oh, twisting away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen.
And McCoy loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Number 11.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down, Bears.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bears 49, Eagles 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a dump-off here complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. They'll look to throw here on first down. And one throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2nd and inches is oftentimes
an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Back at the 33.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
25, LaShawn.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13, the 40. He's at the 30. 10.
Right down their throat.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 77. Eagles 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. This ball complete to Rager. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check tight, check tight. Jump. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.
On the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home